Hello, hello. Welcome to The Messenger is Here. This is Kathy from Divine Debut 11. I hope that you're all doing well. And let's see what The Messenger brings us today on the 30th of December of 2025 as we are closing up the year. Let's see what's going on. We've just done the Patreon draw. We had a few winners. And thank you, a special thank you to our patrons. Obviously, for their love and support. They always get the announcement first. YouTube gets it after patrons do. Let's see what the messenger brings us as we are reading the energies as the moon is transiting through Taurus, which is exalted at that position. Some difficult aspects. We've got a tower. We're going to be having a tower moment. Okay, something is changing, something is shifting, something we're being enlightened with. Something is shifting very quickly and very suddenly. Could be an awakening, could be a sudden move, an awareness, an electrical buzz. I do get, obviously, the energy of Uranus and Mars with the tower. Now, Mars is transiting through Capricorn, exalted, very strong there, but is in very good aspect to the nodes of the moon. So a lot of fated events are playing out at this time. Also, I'd like to mention that Uranus is transiting through Taurus and going back to the 27th degree, which is a very difficult degree. It's the degree where Uranus doesn't like to be at all. So, well, even Mars, we just mentioned Mars and Uranus, right? So they're making some very important movements. I usually think of chess when I'm thinking of the astrology. There's strategy, there's, the hand of spirit and fate, then there's the will, the drive, and then when something cannot be held up anymore, it's going to break down, break away. I mean, these are uneasy times as we've got Neptune, Saturn at the last degrees of Pisces, trying to finish off some situation. We've got a lot of endings, new beginnings, as we're ending the year of 2025. Energetically, dear Spirit, thank you for your guidance. Energetically, what is playing out at this time? Can you please enlighten us? What is shifting? What is changing? What are we going to be enlightened about? And before I put down the first card, I'd like to wish you all a happy new year. Happy new year full of health, prosperity, abundance, love, peace, healing, and good times, I'm going to say. Yeah, to everyone and to your beloved people, your family members, all the people that you hold close to your heart. I especially wish that people could come back together. People could overcome, the pressure that they're under and become more humane, as many people have lost their marbles. It's crazy times. So what we need to do is take a step back, take a few deep breaths, and know that things will change. Things are changing, and change is never easy. We're creatures of habit. Let's see what's going on. We've got the Hanging Man, Pisces. Yep, there's some sort of a hold-up. Feels like we're frozen in time. It feels like, we've just come out of Sagittarius season, squaring over to, all the planets moving through Sag, especially the late degrees, right, of Sagittarius, which is a mutable sign, squaring off to Saturn and Neptune at the last degrees of Pisces, and the eclipses, of course, affecting very much so the mutable signs, which is Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini. If you've got late placements in the mutable signs, you've been feeling this surely. But there's something that needs to be released, right? A Hanging Man, it's like something There's something that we need to release, to surrender, to let go, or even to change our perspective on a certain situation. You know, Pisces is the 12th house. It's an ending. It's a release. It's a very karmic house as well. Pisces can speak to the divine, divinity, spirituality. It can speak to the vision, the dream, our beliefs. But we've got Saturn there because, okay, Pisces is very creative. It's very unconditionally loving and sacrificing. But Saturn says get a hold on that dream. Saturn is the glue. Saturn is the reality. Whereas Neptune and Pisces, of course, are the vision, the dream, the fantasy. Sometimes, for some of us, we may need to release something that we fantasized, something that we thought was real. Saturn is bringing us the hard, cold reality that this cannot manifest, because that's what Saturn is. It's the manifestation. It's the creation, the reality. So maybe it's a time of release for some of us, certain things that we could not bring to our, reality, to make them real. And in other situations, and for others of you, this could be a dream that can materialize, can crystallize, and you just need to wait a little bit more, possibly. It could be talking about the Pisces season, for all I know, right? It could also be when the moon transits and ingresses and passes through Pisces. Now the moon is transiting through Taurus, so it's got a little while to go. So it will be different for each of us. What is the challenge? What is the challenge relative to the deception? Because there could be deception, illusion, dreamy-like energies, escapism. Many of you may have felt a time of solitude. I mean, Pisces does rule solitude, seclusion. For instance, someone is in a hospital, someone is in an aged care, for instance, just like my mother is. This is a time of solitude. It's a time of maybe even needing more rest, more alone time, more downtime to be able to connect to the divine, to spirit. It's a time of maybe looking at what you've done, what you've been through in 2025. New year, right? Just around the corner. It's a time for something new. Even though if we look at the astrological year, which begins with Aries, this may take another 3 months, okay? So the release, the ending may be the Pisces season as we step into the new astrological year. For each person, it will be different. What is the challenge here? The sun, so clarity. I see Pisces as clouds because you've got clouded judgment. You can't see clearly. Pisces is a water sign. Water means emotion. Water. There's water in clouds. The sun comes through. The sun tries to bring the clarity, trying to dry up. Pisces could be very emotional, right? Water signs are very emotional. Someone may be challenged to believe in themselves. The sun needs to come out and clear the clouds, clear the tears. The challenge is the truth. The challenge is possibly there can be some complexes here because Pisces it can be the doormat many times. They sacrifice so much to the point where they're taken advantage of, and they become the victim. There's victimhood here, and this is very different energy with the sun. The sun is the ego. It's the confidence. It's the power. It's the Leo. Leo is leadership, whereas Pisces is many times the victim. The challenge is to know your power. You hold the power. The challenge may also be that something needs to be cleared. Something needs to. We need to release the feeling of victimhood and come back to our power, come back to our center. The sun speaks to clarity, reconciliation, happiness of the inner child. You know, this could also be some karma that's carried from parents onto their children, that the children need to pay off, right? Because karma is something that we owe. Also, Pisces could be forgiveness. The challenge is to come through with one's truth. Leo does not fear. Leo is confident. Leo takes leadership. Leo takes center stage, but it's in the challenge position. Let's continue. Where are we coming from in the past? We've got the moon. A lot of things that are unclear, fears, deception, secrecy. You know, Pisces, here we've got Cancer, Pisces energies, more so. Pisces is a water sign. Water is more recessive. Here we've got more masculine energy, so we're more in the so far. And it's interesting, we've got 3 major arcana cards. This is the hand of spirit. All right, we did see the tower as well. There's a lot of recessive energy, more feminine energy, and feminine is more nurturing, loving, sacrificing. The challenge is to come through with more masculine energy. It's like the masculine is in a weaker position at this time. So the masculine, the yang energy, right? Whether it's the yang energy within you or whether you're dealing with someone that is a masculine, let's say. But to me, this has got a lot to do with past matters. If we think of the astrology, we've got the North Node in Pisces, right? And the North Node is what we need to follow. And the South Node is what we need to move away from, which is in Virgo. So what is Virgo? Virgo is discernment. Virgo is the practical things in our life. Virgo is work. It's being of service. Right? And that's our comfort zone. That's our comfort zone. So what I feel here is that we need to release the inability to move. This feels like a bit of like a feeling of punishment. Why am I going through this? Why are things unclear? These could be secrets that are coming to light as well, because okay, the Sun is the strongest card in the deck, right? Even though it's in the challenge position. There can be also themes relative to karma that's carried from parents. We've got the mother and the father here. Maybe the spirit is saying that there have been lots of secrets, lots of matters that were unknown due to fears, due to victimhood, due to obligation, due to a life cycle coming to an end or some karma needing to be released. But the sun will come out and dry up those clouds. The sun will bring the clarity, will bring the confidence, will bring more fun, because there's more victimhood here. There's more solitude, there's release, there's... What we need to do is believe, have that confidence that even though there have been a lot of clouds, a lot of matters that were unknown, a lot of darkness, let's say, because with the moon, okay, the moon can also speak to dreams, prophetic dreams. What are you seeing? What's coming to you? You need to trust your intuition, right? What are the messages that are coming through for you? You need to trust that what's been hidden will be revealed. Nothing can stay secret, beneath the sun. And that if we've been going energetically through a low, that the sun and the confidence will return, the healing will come back. Once there's a release, once we change our perspective, possibly. It could be you're dealing with someone that needs to change their perspective. Let's see what's crowning. We've got is that the Hierophant, another major incredible, and Taurus is here. So it could be anything related to family, your beliefs, conservatism, the way you were raised, family, marriage, contracts. Remember, Taurus is a fixed sign. We've got Leo, we've got Taurus, and we've also got Pisces and some Cancer here. So we do have we've got more fixed energies than anything here. The Hierophant, which many times, to me, it's like a wound that's been carried from tradition, from the family. Remember, why do I say a wound? Remember, the Hierophant is a number 5. Fives are challenging numbers, but also the keys. It shows the keys, which brings up the Chiron energy within the astrology. And Chiron is about to turn direct. So it's like we've been given an opportunity to work through that wound to find a resolution. What is that wound for you? Look to the area of Aries, right? Aries is cardinal fire. Aries is initiation, new beginning. There's a birthing process. There's a new beginning, right? But there's a wounding relative to the leadership, because Aries is a leader. It always is the first sign of the zodiac. And the sun is exalted in Aries. Now, Jupiter has been squaring from Cancer over to Aries. So there are themes relative to the past, to the home, to the family, the mother, a birthing process, your emotional security. Could be emotional, could be financial. Both can be important at this time. That's sort of holding us back from this initiation, this new wound, this new beginning, but it's connected to a wound. It could be a traumatic wound from the past, connected to your parents, connected to your upbringing, whatever it is, your religion, what you believe to be true. Remember the Sagittarius, which we've still got some, Mercury's in Sagittarius. We've got Lilith in Sagittarius. And Mercury is our perception, right? It's the logic. It's the way we think, the way we communicate. It's the bigger picture. It's what we believe. It's our truth. It's justice. It's Sagittarius, right? It's expansion. It's optimism. But now we've entered the energy. We're in the Capricorn season, and happy birthday if you are celebrating your birthday. Capricorn is a Saturn-ruled sign. It's more about reality now. It's not about the optimism of Sagittarius, even though Sagittarius, being a mutable sign, has been, hit hard by the eclipses, and of course the transition of Neptune and Saturn. Just look back to 14 years, because Neptune entered Pisces, its rulership, 14 years ago, and that's coming to an end end of January. Look to 3 years ago when Saturn entered Pisces, right? So we've had, the mutable signs have had Neptune in Pisces challenging them, because Neptune is the illusion. If you think Saturn is the hardest planet, I would say Neptune is much stronger. It's an outer planet. The illusion, the deception, not seeing clearly, wearing those rose-colored glasses, being in a dreamlike energy, that's coming to an end. Saturn also, in February, will be leaving the sign of Pisces. It will be Aries, so the cardinal signs will be affected by the ingress of Neptune and Saturn. But again, it will be a different energy. Neptune, Saturn in Pisces is different to Neptune, Saturn in Aries. Those of you that are on Patreon do know that we talk about those energies, and we understand as above, so below. You need to understand the energies and look to the areas of those signs that take up a certain area in your chart and how that affects you. Let's see what's going on. Because Uranus is playing a very major role in the sign of Taurus. We'll be finishing up in the sign of Taurus since 2018. It's the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. you know, with at the later degrees placements that are being hit by Uranus right now. So with the keys, there are two keys here. Two keys can speak to two resolutions, two situations, second chances, you know. Taurus rules the natural second house, which speaks to our securities, financial, emotional. Are we being valued? Do we value ourselves? Do we self-love? Or have we given everything elsewhere to others and sacrificed, and, you know, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel where love is concerned, because we've sacrificed everything, we've given everything, and we've become the victim. So there's a lot, my dear friends. Let's look at the recent past. And we have the Three of Wands. It's like waiting on those ships on the horizon, but those ships are taking longer than what they should. And those ships are a different situation for each of us. Now, interesting, it's Sun in Aries. Sun in Aries, which will be the new astrological year. So let's not get stuck on the timing here, because those ships may take another 3 months. Again, we've talked about the 3 months. We've got Aries, Taurus, so timing is very hard to pinpoint, so keep that in mind. And that's the first card that is a trump card. Let's see what the possible outcome is. Remember what I was saying, that we've got Chiron, the wounded healer, the open wound, the resolution, relative to this new beginning. And it's more than likely the wounding has got to do with our head and the way we think. Or the wounding can be, I don't feel strong enough. I don't know that I can lead. I don't know that I can initiate this new beginning because I'm thinking negatively, right? Because Aries is the head, it's leadership, it's also what we think. What we think we manifest, right? Let's look at the outcome. And we have the Eight of Wands, beautiful. Eight of Wands is an energy surge. It's Jupiter in Sag. Now, Jupiter rules Sagittarius as well as Pisces. And Jupiter from Cancer is squaring over to Chiron. Chiron is going to turn direct. Remember, Chiron was a centaur in mythology, as was Jupiter, right? Jupiter ruling Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a centaur as well. So some of you may feel like you're the odd one out, the one that doesn't fit in, right? The underdog. Maybe this is what we need to get over and believe in ourselves. Because if we've stopped believing in ourselves, then we stopped knowing that we can manifest, that we can create. Remember that Leo, which is confidence, it rules the natural 5th house, which is the house of flirtation, fun, creation, entrepreneurship, and also being able to physically give birth, right? I don't know, I mean, you could be in a situation where you've got your children are having a challenge where having babies is concerned. Some of you are at a more mature age. If that's not literally giving birth, it's metaphorically giving birth to something that you want to create, that you can create. Remember that opposite Leo, which is Leo is a fixed fire sign. We've got Pluto. So Pluto is in opposition to, from Aquarius to Leo, and obviously challenging the early born fixed signs, right? So, but I love the fact that we've got Eight of Wands here. Eight of Wands is an energy surge. It's transition, it's movement. We're getting out of this needing to hold the line, needing to wait, needing to, and also surrender. I mean, there are so many majors here, 4 major arcana cards in this reading, out of 6 cards. That says that this is the hand of spirit. We need to release and we need to surrender and go with the flow, right? Jupiter and Sagittarius, again, speaks to optimism, transition, movement, our truth. The Eight of Wands, we've got a lot of fire here. Even though we're in the Capricorn season, Capricorn is cardinal earth, so it's all about building, building right now, but seeing the bigger picture and not getting stuck. We need to keep climbing that mountain. Capricorn is the mountain goat, the sea goat. Capricorn is, I'm climbing that ladder. I'm not going to give up. Capricorn rules the natural 10th house. It's not a time of giving up. It's a time of continuing to build, right? Those who give up will not manifest. We're still going through a release period, right? That's what Pisces is telling us here, as there's a new situation, a new story. Remember, 2026 is a 10 year, which turns into an ace, a new beginning. But 10s speak to restarts, endings, new beginnings. What's at the bottom? We've got the Two of Cups. This is, of course, cups mean emotions. Moon in Cancer. Wow, okay. We are having a full moon in the sign of Cancer on the 3rd of January, which is going to be a very significant full moon. Will be in opposition to Jupiter. We'll be talking about that on Patreon, so do join us if you so feel called to and you want to support us and learn astrology. But also all the, as many of you know, the individual love readings, tarot love readings, are up on Patreon always before being up on YouTube. So we've got a partnership. Is it an emotional love connection, or is it that you're coming into balance? Possibly, because Moon in Cancer means nurturing, loving. It speaks to family, it speaks to the past, it speaks to equality, twos, right? It takes two to tango. This could be a very strong love connection as well. The Two of Cups is usually my soulmate connection card, and we've got another two. We've got the High Priestess. This could be a spiritual connection, something that has not formed in the physical yet, right? Because water speaks to intuition, it speaks to emotion, but it's not the physical. And the High Priestess many times could be a third person, or it's just a spiritual connection. Now, we've also got a Queen of Swords here, which could be, Libra. Could be Libra, it could be Gemini, it could be Aquarius, but usually Libra. And Libra speaks to relationship, but also Queen of Swords could be an ex, could be someone that is, could be you. Could be you and you're single and you're looking for love. You're seeing things from a more logical perspective. Others of you may be looking at this connection, this partnership, from a more ethereal, more spiritual connection, right? More telepathic. Queen of Swords is more the verbal, the communication, the perception, right? Very different energies, very different indeed. So interesting that we've got the Hierophant and the High Priestess here. So this could be a spiritual connection for some of you. What I want to do now is I want to take the Kipper and I want to see what this is about. We've got some wands here, some fire energy, which of course, again, points to, after Sagittarius, we've got Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and then Aries. So the next fire sign is Aries. Again, it is pointing to the Aries energy. Now, whether it's the Aries season or as the moon is transiting through those signs, because we do have the moon at the foundation. So if you want to sort of figure out the timing, right? So, okay, let's see what's going on here. Fire means creation, it means passion, it means quick energies. But we've still got something that we need to release here. We need to go through a release. Maybe even our beliefs need to be released. Some people maybe you know, going through an internal battle. Do I believe what I grew to believe, what I was taught to believe, or, you know, what is the Hierophant? It's what you were taught to believe. This is tradition for you. But the Hanging Man is more spiritual, more about the higher realms, more about divinity. So you could be dealing with someone that holds very strong beliefs that are very opposite to what you believe, and that could be a factor, a very important factor within a relationship. We could keep reading these cards for another half hour surely, but let's go to the Kipper and let's see what's coming through. We've got family room. To me, this card is someone opening up relative to what's going on in their home. Someone opening up and being more vulnerable. It's a 21, which 21 for me is like, it's like the World card. It's like something is coming to fruition, to a completion, right? But also, I don't know, some of you may be dealing with someone that could be at a physical distance. To me, this is the family room. It's like letting you in on what's going on in my personal life, right? That's what this card speaks to me very strongly about. What else do we have? We've got a mature woman. To me, she's very much like the Empress. Or if not, okay, this is number 6. 6 is the Lovers. Gemini also comes through. But the mature woman, she obviously knows how to be patient. If there is Gemini energy here, Gemini is all about curiosity, asking questions. I mean, the Lovers could be head over heart decision. The mature woman says that she's been waiting for a long time. She's matured, waiting for this opening. She could be a mother figure. She could be someone that's quite grounded. Usually maturity comes with grounding and philosophy. Let's see what else. And we've got the child. Wow. So we did talk about karma being passed down from the parents to the children, but this could be a birthing process, yes, as well. That you've got the inside story on how to manifest something new, to create something new. You're giving birth to something new. Also, this could be someone coming closer. This could be a visitor. This could be a mature woman. She could be a grandmother. She could be a mother that's coming to visit. This is like getting together with family. Very much the Cancer full moon. There's something promised that you've been waiting on here. The child can speak to a new cycle. It could be an actual child as well. And it's interesting that it's a number 18, which is also the number of the moon. Let's continue. The child can speak to naivety, but I don't think that that's the case here. This could be mother-child connections, or someone waiting on this new beginning, waiting forever. A situation has matured now, and your patience is being rewarded. Things are going to start to move now. What else? We've got a mature man as well. Wow. This, for some people, this could be parenthood at a later age, or even it could be a business that now is the right time, or this could be something to do with the family. We've got the parents, the mature people, and we've got the child. This could be grandparents, grandchild situations. What else? The mature man is a number 5, so the Hierophant comes up. This is someone that we see all the books, we see the World card. I get Earth, I get Sagittarius, Taurus obviously. We've got official person, number 22. So it's an opportune moment. It's like the path opens. Or there's something official here. Something official, someone that wears a uniform. I get Aquarius energy here. There could be dilemmas here, choices, opportunities for something official, something written, something, well, contractual agreement, something that becomes official, something to do with the law. And we've got the path. The path is open, but can you see the butterflies? This is a Plutonian card. So again, Pluto speaks to an ending. So Scorpio comes through as well. It's like the path opens, but something is being released so that the path can open. And this could also be a release of the ego, an unhealthy, big ego, because, okay, Leo is a fixed sign. We've got Leo, we've got Taurus, we've got Scorpio. We did mention Aquarius, but not as strongly as the other three signs. Oh my God, everyone. We've got courtship, number 4. 4 is the Emperor. The courtship, the meeting, the partnership, the agreement. We see little Venus here. We're going to have a Venus-Sun conjunction. We're going to have a Mars-Sun conjunction. You know, be careful, because the Sun and Venus and Mars, the Sun is going to be in between Venus and Mars. Venus and Mars, the yin and the yang. The love, the partnership, right, in business, the money, the agreement, the contract. The Sun can mean a parent. The Sun can speak to royalty. The Sun can speak to ego. That's keeping the lovers apart. This could be a mother that holds the strength. It doesn't have to be a father, because the Sun can speak to royalty, masculinity. So there can be a little bit of friction, I'm getting. What's this sitting on? And we've got the marriage, which is a contract, it's a marriage, it's a proposal. Look, we've got a new meeting here. So what is this official? Because this is different to this. This is someone that's in another contractual agreement, possibly. And it's a 3 and a 4. Or I've made this, I've decided on this, I want this. Whether it's a marriage, whether it's a moving in together, whether it's this is my person. But has it become, has it crystallized? Because this is, I'm connecting with this person for the first time physically. This is the first physical meeting. What is the marriage card sitting on? We've got the main female. Message of concern, and the message could also be legal contracts, communication of concern that's coming to the main female. Who's the main female here? Logically, if you're a female, this is you. Beneath that is the house. The house, logically it is a positive card, but the message of concern comes after the house, and the house could speak to like the tower for me. Or remember, the gate is closed, so someone keeping their personal life away from the light, from the community, from their environment, from you, whatever that is. So family secrets, contractual agreements connected to the family. I don't know. Look, we've got a 2, 3, and a 4. That's interesting. 2, 3, and 4. So we do have movement. We've got transition. It's like things are happening in the way that they're meant to happen. Let's take another layer. And what is this hanging man about? Why do we have the hanging man? We've got the Page of Cups. This is an unexpected message. It could be, could bring some enthusiasm, some excitement, or you don't expect it. It's like, remember the fish in the cup. And again, it's Pisces energy. It could be an apology. It could be an unexpected offer, romantic, creative, Let's look at the moon. Why do we have the moon at the foundation? We've got the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of our hearts. We've got the Seven of Cups. Lots of things that were unknown relative to matters of heart. We've got very strong creative energies. We had the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. Trust your intuition. Moon in Scorpio. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that's got Moon in Scorpio, or that's your energy. Seven of Cups. Moon in Scorpio is quite dark. It's very, it goes very deep, and it's very mysterious, right? That's why maybe things were up in the air relative to matters of heart. Why do we have the Three of Wands in the recent past? We've got the Two of Wands. So choices, dilemmas. 2 and 3 of Wands. It does remind me of physical distance. It's Mars in the Aries. Someone needs to have the confidence to make a choice. Maybe that's why those ships have taken forever. Let's look at the Hierophant, crowning. We've got the Nine of Swords. Lots of worry around family, traditions, marriage, contractual agreements. Nine of Swords. Venus in Gemini. Difficult choices, dilemmas. Venus in Gemini could be two timing. I've got a choice of two. I don't know what to choose. Venus in Gemini. Maybe there's been a lack of clarity and clear and concise communication relative to money, agreements, and also love. Let's take one more on that. And we've got the Four of Swords. Someone needed time. Someone needed time to think, to get over a heartbreak, a disappointment. That's Mercury in Libra. A lack of equal communication. Someone's waiting on communication. Someone's worried sick, not sleeping at night. Someone's pushed to make a decision. Remember that Taurus is a fixed earth sign. Maybe finances are playing a major role where partnership, relationship, marriage is concerned. Why do we have the Eight of Wands? We've got the Ace of Pentacles. That is a beautiful sign. There is something that is promised here. There's an opportunity for something long-term, something that really can be created. A new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles is a new agreement. It's a new relationship. It's a new home. It's I'm moving to another distant land and I'm building a new home there. Let's take one more card on that. And we've got the Ten of Wands. So 8 and then 10 of Wands, which turns into the Ace of Wands. This is the end of the heaviness. Sun in Sagittarius. Maybe physical distance also could be an issue here. Or someone's beliefs. Remember, it turns into the Ace. Wow. Okay. This was thrown out. And it was thrown out 10 of Cups in the reverse. Someone is very unhappy within a family connection. Emotionally, their cups are empty. Right? A 10 of Cups in the reverse would go back to the 9 of Cups. Someone wants a wish to have their wish fulfilled. Or within a family situation, someone was only doing themselves, not equal within relationship. Because the 9 of Cups is, I do what makes me feel good. This is Pluto in Pisces, Pisces energy. Anyway, 10 of Cups in the reverse. Let's look at those 2 of Cups, which is the general energy. Remember, the 10 of Cups turns into the Ace, but we're still at the 9, which means 9s speak to release. Someone needs to believe in themselves, needs to have the confidence, needs to, I think, a little bit more play, not so much victimhood. You know that pages can also be children. Someone may be sacrificed for their child. We've also got the child here. Now, what do we have at the bottom? Not at the bottom. What do we have on those 2 of Cups? We've got the King of Cups. And this is Scorpio energy. The King of Cups. Yes. the King of our hearts, and we saw the Queen of Cups here at the foundation. So we've got a King and a Queen of Cups. We saw a Queen of Swords earlier. So this is either a very creative partnership or it's a very strong love connection. I want to take one more on that King of Cups. And we've got the Six of Swords. Wonderful, which says that this King of Cups is releasing those 5 swords, moving towards more calmer waters, tranquility. King of Cups could be also transitioning, moving, literally moving to another place, right? 6 of Swords is that I am transitioning, I am moving somewhere, because we did look at the 8 of Wands, flight, travel, traveling over water, moving towards a more serene time. And we've got the 2 of Swords. We've got a few 2s. 2 of Swords. Someone is needing to trust their heart. Someone has been protecting their heart, right? But we've got the mature King and Queen of Cups. Now, maybe they were not ready. Maybe they're ready soon. Maybe they're going through a release. If we're looking at creativity and business, this has got very strong potential for good partnership. Good partnership. I would say also that there are opportunities here, but after some sort of an ending, a metamorphosis. Something needs to be released. Something needs to become official and will be becoming official. Okay. Let's take a message. Let's go to the mythic oracle and see what the gods want to communicate, want to advise at this time. Okay, I'm going to take a few love messages as well. If you're watching this for love, because tomorrow we will not be doing the twin flame. It's the last day of the year, and we will not be doing that. We might do it a few days after. We'll see how we go. So let's go. Let's take a message from the gods. What are they communicating? What is that we need to know? How do we leave 2025? With what energy and what is promised for the new year? We've got Zeus, divine expansion, number 11. The portal is open, my dear friends. That is gorgeous. That is so, so lovely. Zeus, who is Jupiter, obviously, number 11. 11, Zeus, divine expansion. Now, the myth. Zeus is the king of the gods and the lord of men. He is the ruler of the skies and the father of the world. His symbol is the lightning bolt, and he is the last-born son of the Titans Kronos and Rhea. Kronos ate his children, fearing that one would overthrow him, as he had overthrown his own father. But when Zeus was born, Rhea tricked Kronos, giving him a stone instead of Zeus to eat. Zeus was then reared safely, and when he had grown, he freed his brothers and sisters, and together they overthrew their father and the Titans, allowing Zeus to take his place as king of the Olympian gods. The message here says Zeus represents the divine spark of life. He holds the entire limitless space of the heavens within his realm. This is a time of great expansion for you. A new spark of divinity has been planted, and as this seed grows, so too will your consciousness undergo a deep transformation and expansion. This may also be a good time for you to write or record ideas. The lightning bolt represents awakenings, realizations, and personal epiphanies, and these can be both joyous and terrifying, as a shift in consciousness always requires you to let go of an old way of thinking. And I'm going to say that we are releasing the old paradigm and moving into the new. Although these old patterns are now outdated and restrictive, they have also become comfortable, and it takes courage to let them go and allow yourself to expand. And I want to add that the North Node, the collective North Node, is in Pisces. Pisces is a sign ruled by Jupiter, Zeus. So we're all going through this awakening, and that's what the Hanging Man also shows us. I do believe that by mid-February, when they will have changed signs, Neptune and Saturn, right, that we will all have gone through our own awakening. Okay, so you are being touched by lightning now, and it has awakened you to your full potential. This is an inspired time when anything is possible. The old unnecessary patterns and illusions are being shaken off, and only what is true will remain. As you become illuminated by new insights and feel a surge of energy rushing through you, the universe will guide you to your highest goals. Trust. This is the time to live life as truly empowered and awake. And that's also what the sun in the challenge position also tells us. Let's take a few love messages now and end this reading. Now, this awakening may have to do with you, but it may also have to do with the person you're here watching this reading for. If you are here, you're obviously awake. Someone is leaving a situation where they could not find their full happiness. 8 of Cups this is. You're just someone I used to know. That is a hurt ego, obviously. Let's see what else we've got. I know we're meant to be. You're the one for me. So a lot of water here. Ace of Cups. This is a potential. I'm married. I lied to you. I'm sorry. 5 of Swords. You left me in the dark, stuck on you. 8 of Swords. I can't help myself from falling in love with you every day. Another Ace of Cups. So there is a lot of potential for new beginnings, creative, romantic. I want to have a commitment. I want a commitment. I want to have a family with you. I need stability. Let's do this. If this is not you being able to build a family, this is a family being created. Whatever you call family, it will be different for each of us. I want you in my life today, for today, tomorrow, and forever. And with this 9 of Cups, I will leave this reading. What's at the bottom? I have loved you from the moment I met you, but the problems in my life don't allow me to follow my heart right now. It won't be fair on you either. I would say didn't allow me to follow my heart right back then, because for some of you, this is already manifesting now. I hope this is for you. I hope it resonates. Do take what resonates and leave the rest. I want to thank you all for your love, your support, for your loyalty, especially to our very special patrons, and also to our followers here on YouTube. If you're interested in a personal reading, do not hesitate to reach out. We'll be back with more in 2026. Love and light. Happy New Year. And thank you so much for your healing energy sent to my mum. Fingers crossed that she will be able to hold on. Fingers crossed. And healing to all of you that are having health issues. I know it's flu season now. A lot of people are going through health issues. They've got the flu. Quick healing to everyone. Love and light, everyone. Happy New Year.